Hello everyone, my name is Tung. I'm 25 years old. I'm a student and I study in Ho Chi Minh City. I'm married. Every day I usually get up at 6:30. After that, I do personal hygiene. Then I have breakfast with my brother and my husband. We usually have cereal, butter and orange juice. After having breakfast, I sometimes take a shower and clean the house before going to school at 9:30. My class starts at 10 and finishes at 11:30. In the afternoon, I make lunch and we have lunch together. After having lunch, I have a nap at 1 p.m. Then I go to work and I finish work at 5 p.m. I go home and I go shopping for the next day. In the evening, I usually cook dinner and we have dinner together. After having dinner, my husband and I do housework. When we finish doing housework, I always study English at 8 before going to sleep. We talk together and we go to sleep at 12. For my husband, he's an engineer and he works 8 hours a day. Every day, he usually gets up at 7 o'clock. After that, he does personal hygiene. Then he has breakfast with my brother and me. After having breakfast, he takes a shower before going to work at 7:30. He starts work at 8 in the morning and finishes work at 5 in the afternoon. Then he goes home and we have dinner together. After having dinner, my husband usually does housework and then he plays games on his phone before going to sleep. We talk together and we go to sleep at 12. On the weekend, we usually get up very late at 8. I don't cook breakfast, my husband makes it. And we have breakfast at 8:30. At 9 o'clock, we go to visit my sister-in-law and we stay there all day. We usually have big meals for lunch and dinner. We cook a lot of food. We cook fish, meat, rice and vegetables. And we always talk at lunch. After having lunch, we play games, play cards and sing karaoke. After having at 6 p.m. we have dinner and then we go home at 7 p.m. When we are home, we usually go to bed very early at night. Before going to sleep, we always have a smile on our face. Do you know why? Because we both think about our new apartment. It's a big apartment in District 7, a modern district in Ho Chi Minh City. And do you know what? Ho Chi Minh City is the biggest city in Vietnam. 8.5 million people live here. There are 2 seasons in Ho Chi Minh City, the dry season and the rainy season. The dry season starts in December this year and ends in April next year. The weather is very hot. The average temperature is about 30 Celsius degrees, but sometimes it's up to 40 Celsius degrees. The rainy season starts in May and ends in November. It rains almost every day, and the rains usually come in the late afternoon. Sometimes the rain is heavy that causes flooded streets and bad traffic, but the temperature doesn't change much. It's about 28 Celsius degrees. There are 5 million tourists come to Ho Chi Minh City a year, and they usually come in the dry season. We don't have a lot of tourists in the rainy season because in the rainy season it rains almost every day. After the rain, the streets are always flooded and the traffic is very bad. We always stuck in the traffic at least 1 or 2 hours. So we are very tired when we get home. We usually stay home, relax, watch TV or play games. We don't want to go out. But life is completely different in the dry season. The weather is very hot. The average temperature is very high. So we have to use air conditioners 24 hours a day. During the day, we play a lot of sports. We swim a lot. And children usually play outside. If it's too hot, they go swimming or play inside on their computers or watch TV. In the evening, people usually go to the movies, go for a walk, or go shopping. On the weekend, we really like going to the beach. I like life in Ho Chi Minh City a lot. However, I like life in Nghệ An province more because Nghệ An is my hometown and my mom lived there. Nghệ An is the biggest province in Vietnam. 3.1 million people live here. There are 4 seasons in Nghệ An province: the spring, the summer, the autumn, and the winter. The spring starts in February and ends in April. The weather is very warm. The temperature is about 26 Celsius degrees. The summer starts in May and ends in July. The weather is very hot. The average temperature is very high, about 35 Celsius degrees, but sometimes it's up to 45 to 47 Celsius degrees. The autumn starts in August and ends in October. The weather is very cold. The average temperature is about 26 Celsius degrees, but in this season, there are a lot of big storms. The rainy season starts in November and ends in January. The weather is very cold, about 15 Celsius degrees, but sometimes it's up to 40, but sometimes it drops to 10 Celsius degrees. There are 5.6 million tourists come to Nghệ An province a year, and they usually come in the spring and the summer because in the spring the weather is very nice. It's not too hot, it's not too cold. For the summer, we really like go into the beach like Cờ Lo, Cờ Hôi, and Bai Lữ. However, the weather is very hot because the first wind from Laos. It's hot 24 hours a day, so we play a lot of sport. We swim a lot. Children have the summer holiday for 2 months. They enjoy it by playing sport or going swimming in the afternoon. In the autumn, the weather is cool but dry. The average temperature is about 26 Celsius degrees. But this season, there are a lot of big storms, and whenever they come, they almost destroy everything. So we are very busy to protect our houses before the storm comes. And people stay home, children don't have to go to school. If the storm is too strong, we have to move to somewhere safe. In the winter, the weather is very cold. The average temperature is about 15 to 17 Celsius degrees, but sometimes it's very cold, about 10 Celsius degrees. Children don't have to go to school, and people always stay home when they finish work. On the street, people make fires to keep warm. Ribena street and hot pot are typical street food in the winter. Life in Nghệ An province is not easy like life in Ho Chi Minh City, but there's something the same between Ho Chi Minh City and my hometown. In Ho Chi Minh City and my hometown, we can change money in the bank. We can pay by credit card in the big hotels. We can play sport on the street. We can play soccer in the park. We can park on the street without paying. We can use the internet in the public places. We can use the picnic area in the park for free. We can eat and drink on the streets. We can go when the traffic light is green. We can watch musical performances on walking street. We can speak English with foreigners. But we can try and talk on the cell phone. We can go when the traffic light is red. We can pay by credit card in the small stores. We can drive fast downtown. We can play sports on the streets. We can talk at the cinema. We can talk on the wall. We can take photos in the museum. We can run in the pool, and we can try a motorbike without wearing a helmet. At school, we can go home for lunch. We can use a cell phone at the break time. We can ask teachers questions after the class. We can stay home when we're sick. We can have birthday party in the class. But we can't eat in the class. We can smoke at school. We can enter the laboratory without teachers. We can try a motorbike in the schoolyard, and we can be rude to teachers. at work. We can drink coffee in our offices. We can make friends with co-workers. We can listen to music by headphone during the working time. We can meet a lot of people. We can speak English at work. But we can start and finish when we want. We can send personal emails. We can take a break when we want. We can use a cell phone at the meetings, and we can use the restroom too long. That's all about me. And if you want to know more about me, please ask me questions. And thank you for listening. See you soon. Bye.